Hi everyone, today we are finishing off our story based on the line inside. We are writing parts 5 and 6 of our story. If you don't get this finished today, you could keep working on it over half term. So we are on part 5 of our story now. And this is when our small animal character gets to the top of the craggy rock and finds that the large animal character is actually frightened of them. Okay, let's have a look at what we're going to do for part 5 of our story. So I think we want to explain that our small character is very surprised to find that the large character is frightened of them. So we could use the word shocked, we could use the word surprised, we could use the word astonished if we want to come up with some more exciting vocabulary. This is what I've done for my first sentence. It's quite a long sentence of part 5 of my story. The little stripy bee was shocked to find that the huge rhino was scared of bees. So I wanted to make this sentence really exciting. So I've included some adjectives, little and stripy and huge, to make my sentence more interesting. And at the end of my sentence, I have put an exclamation mark. An exclamation mark is something that we put instead of a full stop at the end of a really interesting or exciting or shocking sentence. So you can base your sentences around mine, but of course your animals are going to be different animals. So you will be changing your adjectives to describe your animal. Okay, so next we're going to have our small animal character trying to make our big animal character feel better about how scared they're feeling. So I've gone for this. Don't worry, said B. Now, grown-ups watching this, I've put speech marks in because I want to model good punctuation, but we are only in year 1 and the children have not learned about speech marks yet. So please don't worry about putting speech marks in. I'm just putting them in because I want the children to get used to reading them. So don't worry, said B. And then I'm going to have a bit more. I'm going to say, let's be friends and help each other. And you should be able to sound out a lot of these words using your phonics. Okay, now as I always say, this is quite a lot of writing for someone in year 1. It's absolutely fine if you're writing a much more simple sentence. You could, for example, go for Rhino was scared of bees as your first sentence. That's a lot shorter and you can really focus on sounding out those words correctly. Okay, now on to the final part, part 6 of our story. This is when our small character realises that you don't have to be the biggest or the loudest to be heard or to be brave. So for my first, I'm going for B wasn't scared anymore. You don't have to stomp the loudest to be heard. So if your animal's special quality is that they've got a really, really long neck like a giraffe, you could change this to, you don't have to have a really long neck to be seen. So you can base your sentence on my sentence, but change it to describe your character. And my last sentence is, from that day, Bee and Rhino were the best of friends. And again, as I said before, you might be writing a much simpler sentence than these ones, or you might want to really, really challenge yourselves. I'm really excited to see your stories, can't wait to see them. And as I said, if you want to finish them off during half term, that's absolutely fine.